I was wrong about Mercedes Moné in AEW in this video. I'm going to tell you why I was wrong, how I came to that conclusion, and what can be done about it. Mercedes Moné joining All Elite Wrestling earlier this year was a big deal. To some degree, it's still a big deal. Mercedes Moné had fans talking for months. Would she stay in Japan? Would she go to AEW, or would she return to WWE under the creative leadership of Paul Triple H Levesque throughout 2023? That was the discussion. Why was it such a discussion? Well, it's because Mercedes Moné is a big-time star. She does bring eyeballs to the product. She does bring a lot to a wrestling promotion. When she first went from WWE to Stardom / New Japan in January of 2023, it was a major deal. She made every single appearance, every single match notable. It was must-see television. And they brought her in on big money. She signed a very lucrative deal. And for them, it paid off. And in AEW, everyone expected that to be the same. Now, I will give Mercedes Moné defense in this regard in a moment about what went wrong with her initial AEW arrival. But I think you also have to look at the fact that when Mercedes Moné went to Stardom / New Japan, she came straight from WWE. Keep in mind, fans had been speculating, talking, where would Mercedes Moné go? Because she walked out of WWE alongside Naomi. You could make an argument Naomi had a lot of success in her initial run thus far in WWE. Since returning at the Royal Rumble in January, has actually been better than what Moné has done. Because everyone talked about, well, Moné and Banks, they walked out of WWE. Creative dispute, Vince McMahon, oh my God. Imagine what Mercedes Moné could do on her own. Imagine what she could do without having to listen to ridiculous ideas from Vince McMahon. And then Paul Triple H Levesque took over WWE Creative in the summer of 2022. Now, in regards to the defense of Moné's debut, when she arrived at the Big Business episode of Dynamite, it really came at a time where AEW was on the decline. But there was a lot of hope. There was a lot of optimism among fans that Mercedes Moné, Will Ospreay, and Okada could pull things around for AEW. But in fact, I was wrong. I was wrong, and that's what this video is all about. I have to admit it. I was wrong. I thought Mercedes Moné was a big enough draw. I thought Will Ospreay, Okada were big enough draws collectively that they could help turn AEW around. AEW, a promotion that has been on the decline, a promotion that has been struggling as of late, a promotion that, whether it be live attendance, whether it be social media engagement, whether it be Google traffic, or whether it would be television ratings, they are struggling. They are sluggish. They are on the decline. Because when WWE is hot, AEW is not. Right? You can name it with any promotion, right? Whether it be a WCW or an ECW or a TNA or a New Japan or an ROH, when WWE is up and running, there is nobody that can compete. And I thought Mercedes Moné coming in, I thought she was going to be able to turn things around. And in fact, it has not been the case. First of all, her not being able to wrestle for months because of medical clearance, that hurt her. I was wrong. I thought her promos would be able to overcome that obstacle. Problem with number 2 with Moné right now, her promos suck. I've discussed that before. They got to get her a manager. They got to give her better bullet points. They got to shorten up her promos. I don't know what. But as a huge, huge Mercedes Moné fan, it is tough to watch. And it sucks because her run in WWE as Sasha Banks, I absolutely loved. I mean, that's what made me a fan in the first place, right? And then she goes to Japan, and every single time she appeared, every time she worked a match, every time she did a promo, it was must-see. And so now we go to AEW, and they're not must-see. They're a little cringeworthy. It's a little hard to get through. Now, a recent episode of Dynamite where she did do the contract signing with Willow Nightingale, I thought she was a lot better in that regard, and I hope to see more of it. But with how they have booked her, the promos are not getting over. And I don't know if I buy into the narrative that they're chiming in crowd noise for the chants of CEO during her entrance. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Does it really matter? Yes, it actually does, because, like, if the fans in attendance is not chanting it and they have to pipe it in just to try to get it over, that's a problem. Maybe you should just stop doing it, right? I like the fact that they finally turned her heel. I like the fact that they have put her with Willow Nightingale. I still think they missed out on getting a quick cash grab by booking her with a Toni Storm. It's unfortunate we didn't get to see Mercedes Moné and Julia Hart, because Hart is away due to injury. I think she had to have surgery. But I understand why they put Mercedes Moné with a Willow Nightingale. It's a natural feud, considering that last year that was Moné's last match to date, right? She suffered an injury in the New Japan match and had to call an audible. She was originally supposed to go over. She was supposed to win the New Japan Women's Championship. She suffered a devastating injury, resulted in surgery. She flipped the script, if you will, and she put over Willow. And that was the right call in the moment, right? There's no reason to crown a champion who's injured and is just going to have to vacate the title. You might as well just put the title on the other one who can work. And Willow Nightingale, to her credit, she has done wonders in AEW. She really, really has. Like, I've thoroughly enjoyed her work. At first, I didn't get it, but as she's evolved, as she's gotten more reps, as she's gotten more experience, as she's connected with the fan base even more, it's a lot of fun. She is a lovable babyface that gets over, connects with the fans, and is a pretty decent worker. And you add in that, look, you cannot teach experience. You can teach experience. You cannot teach charisma. And Willow Nightingale has a ton of charisma, just like Moné does. So, heading into Double or Nothing, we're going to get Moné, Willow Nightingale, and we're going to see what they can do in the ring. We're going to see whether or not Moné has ring rust. We're going to see whether or not Moné is safe in terms of, I should say, cautious. Is she going to be way too cautious or not? Is she going to have to change up her style because of the surgically repaired leg? No, it was an ankle. She suffered an ankle, broken ankle. So, a lot of question marks, a lot of interesting stuff going on there, right? We're going to find out. We are going to find out. And it's going to be very interesting. Let me know down in the comments here below, do you agree that Moné has not been the driving force, the turnaround for AEW that I thought they had? Let me know down in the comments here below. And I will see y'all in the next video.